Tasting like a boss, narcoleptic Chihuahua Productions. That'll do it.
Tasting like a boss. How are you guys doing? And I'm in the home office because it's raining outside. And yes, I'm in my elf gear. Yep, I got my tail in the back, a little beaver tail, because I'm a Bucky's elf. Boop. And you know, I do this from time to time during Christmas. It's not Christmas yet. I get it. It's October. And quite frankly, I'm looking forward to putting this away until December because I don't like wearing this big onesie all the time. It's a little too hot, both inside of the house and outside. But I wanted to do it because we are reviewing another Christmas flavor, and it is from Bones Coffee Company. It is horchata, brand new for 2025. They have two new Christmas flavors for 2025. One I just reviewed, which is the almond toffee crunch. Really liked it. You should check out the 4-way review. And of course, horchata. There are other, obviously, Christmas flavors available this year, but I've reviewed all of those in the past. So if you look at them, you can go search for it. In fact, I might put a compilation together just so you guys can check it out. Why am I doing it now? Well, because the flavors just came out. And I know that some of you may rely upon these reviews to see, is it good, is it not? I want you to have that information up ahead. And if you get the flavor, you agree, put a comment below. You disagree, put a comment below. Like I said, this is our coffee community, and I thank you so much for being a part of it. Okay, so horchata. What are my thoughts going in? Well, this is the one I was most excited about from the two new flavors. I was kind of excited, really just surprised by how good the almond toffee was. And this one here I was excited about because a couple of years back, Bones had eggnog. By the way, great graphic on the eggnog. Don't know if you guys ever saw it, but it was a takeoff from the Griswold Christmas Vacation, or Christmas Vacation, and it had Eddie, essentially, obviously pumping the stuff from the RV, and it was a really cool cover. But for me, the flavor really fell flat. I actually had to go back and look at the review just to make sure that was indeed the case. It kind of tasted like eggnog in the cold brew, like kinda. On drip, it didn't. On espresso, it kinda, but it just fell flat. And I know it wasn't the only one. I have viewers who have told me that they got it and they were always let down by it. And so as a result, it was one of those things that kind of went away. And I know some people were upset about it going away, but the reality is, I don't know if it was ever anyone's favorite. I mean, it was actually a drink that when you put eggnog into it, it took the eggnog flavor out. It just didn't work for whatever reason. And it might come from eggnog not really having that distinctive a flavor when you really think about it. Now, horchata is different. Now, I had to look up horchata a little bit. I've had horchata before, and I do like it. But one of the things I learned, and I'm sorry to be ignorant about it, is that horchata doesn't have milk in it, doesn't have cream in it. In fact, it is made from rice. So it's rice and vanilla and cinnamon. The creaminess that comes from it just has to do with the starches being broken down in the rice. What I compare it to is, I think Alton Brown from Good Eats talked about this, and this is how I felt too. The first time I had risotto, I thought, wow, how did you make this creamy pasta? And you find out it's not creamy, it's the breaking down of the starch of the rice. Kind of the same thing that's going on with horchata. So kind of incredible to learn that this drink that I like a lot doesn't even have milk or cream in it. So it's a Latin American drink, so Spain and Latin America. And I love this cover. I mean, I really do. I've been looking at it, and just all the decisions on this were great. You have, obviously, the Spanish-Mexican attire here. You have the piñatas hanging from the palm trees. The lights going up the palm trees. Nice connection to Latin America, as well as just Florida in general. You got the cinnamon. You got the star. Is it the star anise? Is that what that is, I guess? It's just really, really cool. The side, you got the horchata being poured out. Nice. And in the back, I'll just read it to you. Cozy up this holiday season with our horchata flavored coffee. A warm and inviting brew that captures the creamy, cinnamon kissed essence of the classic Mexican drink, infused with sweet vanilla, aromatic spices, and a hint of nutty goodness. Every sip is pure comfort. It's so delicious, you'll be craving more chata. Well, kind of cool. And I'm hoping this will be an improvement on what eggnog was, so it's kind of like eggnoggy, although I know it's not eggnoggy. At the same time, Two Bones, just a suggestion from me, if you're wanting an eggnog replacement beyond horchata, coquito, come on, you know. Coquito, also known as, sometimes Puerto Rican eggnog, has much more flavor because you've got the introduction of coconut milk. The spices are incredible. I love eggnog, but I'll tell you, coquito has a nice special place in my heart. So I'm hoping this is great, and I'm hoping you actually make a coquito as well. But let's get down to it on the horchata. All right, we're going to be doing a 4-way review. Sorry to be so long in the front, but come on. What else are you going to do? You're watching me on a YouTube video and a coffee review. All right, so what do we have? We have it in a cold brew here. I got the Bones cup. Cold brewed this for 24 hours, actually over 24 hours. I got it in the drip using the Rolo Santa cup here because I don't want to go into storage and get all my other Christmas stuff out right now. I have it in espresso, and to make it a 4-way, I do have it in the nitro press already in here. So this is going to be nitrogen infused cold brew. We'll get that last, obviously. So let's start with the smell of the horchata. Pop this open. Here we go. I smell a little spice. I smell spice and coffee. That's it. Spice and coffee. Would not have thought it was horchata based upon scent, but it smells good, okay? But you're not going to make a candle out of this and say it's horchata or horchata coffee. It'll just be coffee. All right, let's move to the cold brew. Tasting like a boss. Actually, let me smell first. No scent. All right. Tasting like a boss. It's light, but it's pleasant. If you gave it to me without me knowing it's horchata, would I know it's horchata? Because I'm not getting a lot of spice. I don't know if I would have thought it was horchata right away, but I taste like a little bit of like rice pudding. Does that make sense? Like almost like tapioca, which I don't mind, but it's very light. I'll tell you what I kind of compare it to. Had this been the flavor that was in that Spider-Man web slinger one they had, remember that Rice Krispie treat one, where I thought the flavor was too light? Had this been the flavor, I would have been like, nice. This in cold brew tastes like an improved version of the Spider-Man web slinger, which was a letdown for me. Loved the bag, wasn't a big fan of the drink. But here, yeah, the sweetness works, the rice flavor is there, and it doesn't end as dry as web slinger did. Sorry, Bones. That's a sore spot for me. I love Spider-Man so much, and that flavor was not everything I wanted to. Wish this was it. All right, and that's when Bones says it is. You're an idiot. All right, so now let's move to the drip. Let's give it a little smell. Okay, now on the scent-wise here, yeah, I'm getting like rice pudding, like hot rice pudding. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh God, please taste like that. All right, taste like a boss. It's good. It's good, but it doesn't taste like horchata. I really like this. It's a good coffee. I can tell something's going on with it. I don't really know what it is. I know I probably overstate this, but sometimes when I get a good cup of Bones coffee or any flavored coffee, You know, when you have just roasted coffee, you're tasting the beans themselves. You know, is it a good cup of coffee? Is it not a good cup of coffee? When it comes to these flavored coffees, they carry with them this higher expectation that they're going to carry this extreme taste of the thing you bought. And here, I'm not getting horchata taste, but I'm tasting a good cup of coffee that has a flavor dynamic profile there that I know is different. I just don't know why, and I can't really place what it is. So I do like it, but it'd be a nice coffee to have on a Christmas morning, but you're not going to tell me that's horchata. That doesn't taste like horchata to me. So it fails in that regard, but it's still a good cup of coffee. So let's move over to the espresso. Oh man, that is like straight up rice pudding. I mean, it's weird to say I can smell the rice, but I can smell the rice. And it's like it's a good smell. So yeah, the cinnamon and the rice. Oh man, okay, tastes like a boss. It's not bad. It's not great. There's an aftertaste to the rice tasting, or the nut tasting, because I know it's also nut, but to me, what I detect to be rice tasting, I just, for me, that's going to be a no, because it doesn't taste like what it's supposed to taste like. And if I'm going to have espresso, I'm going to want to have a little more flavor. This is just a little too light. So that's probably my least favorite so far, but not because it's bad. It just doesn't come to the table the way I want it to. All right, so let's go to the nitro press. And by doing the nitro press, it allows me the opportunity to re-taste that cold brew after I've had it in the other formats. I think it's kind of funny when I do that. Oftentimes I taste more of the flavor in the cold brew than I previously did. Don't know why, don't know if it's a mental thing, who knows. All right, let me dispense. Boom. Always a thing of beauty. Nitro press always makes it fun. And I know you guys know this if you've watched my reviews before, but of course, for those who do not know, there is no cream in any way whatsoever. That's just nitrogen-infused cold brew you're looking at. You're just looking at that beautiful nitrogen bubbles coming up from the bottom, making what looks like a nice creamy head on the top, which has no cream. It's just nitrogen in your cold brew. By comparison, you got the two going on here. So as this settles, because you want to wait about 30 seconds, I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to go back to the cold brew so I can make a comparison between the two. Here we go. Tastes like a boss. Yeah, I mean, coming back to this, I mean, I liked it before. I like it now. It's subtle, but it's good. For me, it's worth it. I know that some of my friends and my subscribers and other people already got it, so I kind of let them go flat. Let me just say this, to the extent it might help. You know, this one I had cold brew for over 24 hours. Okay, so I definitely wouldn't cold brew this for 16. I'd go the full 24, and I would have it in the fridge the entire time because that's what I did. And if you can go past and maybe get to, you know, I don't know, 36 hours even, you know, something like that, do that, because I'm getting some flavor coming out of it, unless I just got a better bag than you know. So I'm special. All right, let's move to the nitro press again, side by side. Wow, it looks so much darker on the bottom. That's weird. All right. Tastes good, but what's the nitro press gonna do? Tasting like a boss. Well, first time for everything, right? I'm not going to drink this in the nitro press. Here's why. The flavor profile of the horchata is so mild but good in the cold brew. Then when you put the nitro press in there, it mutes the flavors even more. And that creamy aspect, though it's nice, has completely taken away from the horchata. So, you know, it's not bad, but it's robbing me of the horchata flavor. So not bad. It's, you know, you could do it, but hey, if you're going to get this, just do it in cold brew. That's it. And then if you disagree with me and think I suck, put it down in the comments and tell me why. So, okay, we're done with the Christmas stuff, and I know, because some of you already complained, I already know. Get to the fall stuff. It's fall. I promise I will. I have one brewing right now that's a fall flavor. We're going to do these fall flavors in the week ahead. So hit like, subscribe, share, hit alerts. Thank you for going on this taste journey with me. Until next time, people, you know what to do. Keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.